I'm not gonna lie to you, when the game first came out, it was way better than what it is right now because it was more competitive. The game was more like defensive. There was a lot of lane steals, there was a lot of plugs, you feel me? There was a lot of ways to get stops, and everybody wasn't hitting contested shots and not making not every shot was a good shot, if that makes sense. So the game was more defensive, so the better defensive team would usually win, if that makes sense to you. But now, since like they changed the shooting, they toned down the defense by a lot. Like I'm telling you, like when the game came out, on the twos, literally on the twos, like I would literally have like 10 steals, no joke. I would have like 10 steals. You see how like Ewaz got that steal right there, but he didn't really get it. You feel me? He tipped it. Like that and Patch one would have been stolen. You feel me? It's a good read. Like he deserved a steal. But the game right now want to be random, but doesn't no one wants to give you the steals. It doesn't no one wants to let you contest the shot because they'll make the contested. Everybody make light pressures. Centers with no midi will make light pressures. Like it just doesn't add up. You feel me? The game is just all random. The game is more cheesy now because like the team usually with like a footer or like somebody that gets all the rebounds, usually a footer. Like it's hard to beat, if that makes sense. It's hard to beat. Cause the guard just go check up shots, the footer to get it back and just go hit them back until, you feel me, they make a shot. And they is gonna make a shot because they let them make contested. Not every shot is a bad shot. And let's not forget about the rebounds being so random and so everywhere. And like I said, everybody make contested. I have no midi on this build. You feel me? I got 78-3, that's it. It doesn't matter. You feel me? It doesn't even matter what your build is. Everybody hits contested. Everything is so random. 2K tries to make the game realistic. They're scared of the cheaters, of course, so that's why they added the input delay and whatnot to stop people from like using scripts and zens and stuff like that. Took the meter out, which I get. So honestly, so you and I could both say like the game is literally everywhere. Like it doesn't make any sense, and that's why people are like, not everybody's playing it. You feel me? It's not competitive. It lost that competitive sense. You can't just get on the game with people that you know that been playing the game for years and years and expect to beat everybody that's new to the game. Cause like honestly, cause like it's hard. It's just the team that got that footer, you see that footer right there, is gonna have a better chance at winning because that's what the game came to. Because the shooting is RNG, you're not gonna make every shot. You can be 5 for 5, literally, have takeover and all that, and still miss wide open for game. For no reason, just because you want to get a random, feel me, a random shot. The game is just inconsistent, you feel me? It doesn't matter how good you is, you're gonna miss. It's just how it is. And that just like makes the game so RNG. Look at me bailing out right there. But yeah, it makes the game so RNG, you feel me? To the point where footer just matters so much, like getting that extra rebound just because somebody missed. And this is the stage, like this is the 10K. We supposed to all be like on time and like we not supposed to really miss for real because like we just play the game too much. We got thousands of hours on every 2K. Ain't no way we still struggling to shoot, right? If you really think about it. But it's cool though. Like I mean, like I said, the game lost the sense of that competitiveness. That's why a lot of people don't play it now, even though like even if they do play, it's gonna be a lot of casuals. But then again, like if you really like, the views is not the same with 2K anymore, and that's just because literally because of loss of competitiveness. It's just the game not competitive as it could be. Like when the game first came out, it was kind of, I feel like it was better than it was right now. You feel me? It was better than it was right now. When the game first came out, it was more like it was more defensive. It made sense. It made sense to a certain extent. It made sense. I gotta lie, it made sense. Now it's all random. Now it's all everybody get a footer. Somebody make a footer. Let me just check up shots until we win the game. That's what it's like now. Even in tournaments that allow footers, just cause like who don't have one? Feel me? Who don't have one? How did 2K come to this? Like, oh my god, like for real, all jokes aside. 24 without the Zeners, oh my god, greatest game of all time. That's what it feels like to me at this point. I go lot. I think 24 was better. For shooting, I feel like 23 was better, shooting wise. Like the balance, like we're not hitting contested. It was ghost contested, all that, but it made sense. You feel me? Certain shots you're not supposed to shoot anyway. So like it just came with like playing the game. Once you play the game for a little bit, you know what to shoot, what not to shoot. But you're gonna score definitely more than this game right here. You could definitely go 7 for 7 on 23. And 7 on 24 as well too. You feel me? If you're a great player, you deserve to be a great player. Just because people miss in real life don't mean you should miss on the game. If you feel me, if you locked in, if you practiced, if you put in the time, put in the effort, it shouldn't mean you should always get random load ups, random speed ups, no green windows. It should never mean that. Like, how are we fighting the game when we supposed to fight? No, we fighting the game, we competing with the game when we're supposed to compete against each other. That's the problem. We're competing against the game when we're supposed to compete against each other. When we shoot, we gotta pray it goes in. You feel me? Instead of like, you feel me? We just don't know. No matter how many hours we put on this game, it's like, man, it's like even hard to touch the subject. I ain't gonna lie. It's like you could say one thing and then everything changes for real. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. Look, I almost threw the game right there, but feel me, we get it back. Hold on, who gets us out the game? I ain't gonna lie. You feel me though? You feel me? The game is different, gang. Game is so different. They just get me out that game. I see the vision. But this game, like, it just we need it to be competitive. Honestly, all jokes aside, we need to find a way to make it competitive. 2K gotta, feel me, do their thing. Stop trying to make it realistic. It shouldn't be realistic. The game will never be realistic because at the end of the day, it's a game. Feel me? It will never be realistic. It needs to be competitive instead.